we give every person that walks through the door, whether they buy anything or not, we greet them and give them a free gift. It's a free Monkey Fan button.
Hello, everyone. It's Sean from Thrive with another episode of the Power Up, where I meet with successful small business owners and operators to learn about their business strategy so you can take their insights and level up your own business. Once your business is ready to expand, knowing where to start can be overwhelming. Our guests have some creative solutions for how they've tackled tricky problems and turned them into growth opportunities. Now, let's dive into today's episode. All right. Hello, everyone. With us today is Rusty Sutton, founder and co-owner of The Green Monkey in Raleigh, North Carolina. What started as a booth at the Raleigh Flea Market in 2007, selling quirky and unique gifts, turned into a storefront location in 2013. Over the years, Rusty has created a one-of-a-kind shopping experience with a neighborhood bar so you can sip and shop, an event space called the Monkeyverse Fellowship Hall that holds live music, pop-ups, featured artists, and more. By investing in a safe and inclusive space that welcomes all and an engaging shopping experience, their fans, or monkey fans as they call them, return on average 2.5 times per month. Rusty, you ready to get started with us?
I'm ready.
All right. Well, first question, I'd love to know the last line there in your bio. It says your customers return on average 2.5 times a month. How do you track that kind of information with your business? Do you have any sort of like loyalty program, or how do you do
Yes,
this?
yes. It's with our POS, we are able to track because we give them a loyalty, they become a loyalty member, and we're able to track how many times they come, how much money they spend, and actually what they're buying. So that helps us stay in the know of what is selling, and we can compare it with our sales reports and such.
Got it. So you said you use your point of sales loyalty program. So are those, what point of sale do you use?
What POS? We use Square.
You use Square. Okay. And then what loyalty program do you use? Square's built-in loyalty program, or
I
do you have
do.
different? You do?
We use Square's loyalty program because they've made it easy. The customers love it. The customers, when they check in before they order, they key their phone number in, and it's really funny because a lot of times they will, if we try to skip that step, they go, "Wait, I didn't keep my phone number in." But a lot of times, especially the regulars, we already got them in there because we know them and we just look them up. But still, no, they are very connected to that loyalty program. And another thing that really breaks the ice with new people when they come in, and I think this is why they return also, is we give every person that walks through the door, whether they buy anything or not, we greet them and give them a free gift. It's a free Monkey Fan button. And it shows the year that they first visited. So this year, when you visit, your Monkey Fan button says 2023. That button was created by us, by a local artist in Raleigh. She gave me the idea, and it's now a bigger button, but she had done it. And what's really cool is Amber did it, and that her and her business partner, their store is now just across the street from us.
Oh, really? The artist that did the design for the pin?
Mhm.
Oh, that's very cool. Is it like one of those, like, push pins in the back, the little, metal in the
Yes,
front kind of
yes,
thing?
it's a
Okay.
pin back button.
Okay. That's great.
And we
So,
do them here.
okay. And I was going to ask you is so how do you because I know some of our some of the audience listening today, they have difficulties getting customers to sign up for a loyalty program. How have you gone about, like, getting interest? Is it through the button? Is it through any sort of like rewards program? Like, what do you do to get folks to sign up?
Well, we tell them, we have the loyalty program. The POS alerts them to sign up for it. Another way we get them involved is we say, scan this QR code. And if they join our Insider Club text, they get a $10 coupon or gift card. That signs them up for the loyalty program too. We also have a lot of monkey fans that will tell new people, get your point, get your monkey points, get your monkey points.
Mm.
So it's based on visits, and you really get it fast. Like after your fifth visit, you have $2 credit already that you can use on gift shop. Or once you reach 6 points, you can purchase beer, wine to go.
Oh, fun. Okay. Love to hear that. No, this makes me want to come and visit even more now here in the beer and wine to go. Question on the scanning the QR code to join the Insider Club. Do you allow your customers to use that $10 coupon the same day, or do they have to return to visit? I know that can be kind of a
Most
coin
of
flip.
them do not use it the same day they return, but you can.
Okay.
As long as you get it on your phone, it's automatically generated by Square, so Square has to send it out to you. But it usually comes within 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay. And then texting, you said customers will get like the text message. Is that from Square? Or do you have some other SMS provider that handles that?
Yes.
It's through Square as well.
Yeah, they handle that. And then we send out, we have it automatically set up to alert them when they're close to getting a point, or they have points to redeem, whatever. And the great thing now is they can download Square's Cash App and control this themselves. Also set up the account, keep up with how many points they have and all that. It's really a good program.
Yeah, that's great. Love to hear that. So talk to me a little bit about, just competition. Do you only really compete like locally? Do you compete, you see yourself competing nationally through e-commerce? And like, how do you and your business partner think about differentiation in your market?
What differentiates us is, first of all, the concept. 10 years ago, when we started this concept with the gift shop, with the neighborhood bar, it wasn't done when you didn't see it anywhere around here. Now you're starting to see this concept, pop up in different markets. However, what makes us different, and this is what we read when people leave the reviews, we are engaging. They feel welcome. They feel like they belong. And in this time, especially coming out of a pandemic that a lot of people were alone, this is important to people to have a safe space to come, be themselves, and meet the friend they didn't even know they hadn't met yet.
Yeah, that's great. Do you do anything specific to like proactively build that community? Like, I don't know, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Do you host like bingo nights or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
We have one of our most popular events is our Wednesday night trivia, which I host.
Okay.
It is we do the trivia here a little different. I do have a service that I get most of the questions from, but then I do some researching and throw other questions up there. And you never know what the questions are going to be. You never know what categories you're going to have for that week. And not each person, but we do 6 rounds. And on each round, somebody comes up and spins the wheel to see what category it's going to be. But there may be also some other stuff on that wheel, such as, okay, you give 2 points to a team, or you lose 2 points. Then you may have some funny categories up there. Like one of our most popular categories that they love to do is sex categories. And they know nothing about sex when you start talking about the medical terms. And, they enjoy that. They enjoy when we do, it's really disgusting, but they enjoy it. Doing STD categories with pictures.
Oh, wow.
And, so you don't see that around. And we make sure we train our staff. Me and Drew do it. Because me and Drew mainly are here every day. We're not absentee owners. That's another way we make sure this engagement stays at a high level. But we make sure when people come in, we go by them and say, we are very grateful, how grateful we are for you choosing us, because we understand you had a choice and you chose to come here.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely. That personal
and
connection from the owners.
we go into many stores and no one speaks to you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And we will speak to everybody and we welcome everybody. One of the first things that people know, and this is a thing that our monkey fans have caught on to and have been doing for years too. They will yell out, "Welcome to the Green Monkey, y'all," because that's what the staff and me and Drew, that's what we say to them. And that's one of the first things that we train our staff to do is how to greet the customer. And one thing we never ever do is say, "How may I help you?"
Hmm.
Because that's an outdated term. They don't typically they don't know if how we can help them. So we have to make it easy for the customers to talk to us. And how we do that is by welcoming them and then asking them, "Is this your first time?" Most of the times we know, but we still ask. And we say, "Well, we have a free gift for you today. Thanks for coming in. Now you look around and I'll be right back with your free gift." And because you see them tense up when somebody starts walking toward them. But once we say you're getting a free gift, they go, you can see their tense just relax. And then that makes them feel comfortable to share things with us and to talk back. We can get a conversation going back and forth. And the more you can learn what they want, the more you can show them what you have that will fit the need they're trying to solve today.
Yeah, that's great. Love to hear that. One of my questions was going to be, a lot of our, audience out there, business owners have a tough time, because no one loves your business more than you do, right? Sounds like you've done a really good job training your staff on, how to love your business as much as you guys do, which is usually a really, really tough thing to do. So, I'd be curious, you guys have such a wide, variety of products. How do you guys go about, purchasing, procurement, product assortment? What's that thought process like?
That was something that as took years of practice. We were not good at that at the beginning because we bought what we wanted. And I think a lot of business
A lot of people do that. Yeah.
They start buying what they want. But that's not what it's important. And now after so many years in business, we have data and the MonkeyFans dollars tell us what they want. And we also send out surveys to them and saying, just asking about the current products. And if we have different products we want to bring in, what would you like to see more of? Sometimes the surveys don't speak the truth. I have learned that over the years.
Yeah.
We've gotten in stuff where they said they wanted it, but they may like it, they may want it, but they may not be willing to pay for it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The price may be a little bit too high or whatever. And then sometimes you have to take your gut feeling. I always go to this story where we have our virtual assistant is Denise, and she'll go to the markets with us because we like them. Drew and I, and then Denise, because you don't need two male shopping for a gift shop. Even us, you still need Denise. You need a female. We had this. This was this narwhal, this stuffed narwhal. It was weird looking, but it was cute. It was for Valentine's. Denise and Drew both were against that totally. And I said, "I don't care. I'm doing it. I got it." Sold them all out within 2 weeks. So you have to follow your instincts sometimes and understand your customer, understand that what is it that nobody else is going to carry? What is it that nobody else has? And then you're going to build over the years. You can't always do this, if you just open, but over the years, stick to your brand. What do you want people to think of you when they think of your brand, which our brand is the Green Monkey? We want
Mhm.
them to know they can come here and get all the Pride stuff they want, but other stuff such as quirky little books, quirky greeting cards. Then we like, because we have an older crowd, 30 to 55 is our
Mm.
sweet spot. And they like to have a little bit of a nostalgia, a little retro. One of the hottest hat brands we have right now from Peter Grimm is their Peanuts collection. Anything
Oh,
with
cool.
Snoopy right now is just flying off the shelf for us. And we really haven't done that much, what I call licensing brands, because we stick with more of the smaller stuff.
Hmm.
But this has just flew off the shelf. So
That's so
sometimes
funny.
you have to go against, you have to trust yourself. But like I said, it took me years to get this intuition, and say sometimes you have to do it and try
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. Just go through gut. That's great. You did open a new location and move physically like just a few weeks ago. So a big thing, the audience, some business owners are looking at is, opening a new location, is that a second location, a third location, or just moving their headquarters location. That can be a crazy daunting process for a lot of people. They're worried about losing customers, worried about losing the charm of their existing location, all of those things. So how did you guys do that? How, talk through your thought process, because you didn't open a second location. You just moved your headquarters location. You still have one. So
Wow.
I think everyone would love to hear about this.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you this. Nothing ended up being the way I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
Nothing prepared me for this. However, one thing that I learned when we went from the flea market to our first brick and mortar, which was the one we just moved from, people do not read or remember. You
Mm,
have to stay on top of their mind. So in February of 2022, we started looking, and we actually saw this building in 2022. I started promoting we were moving then, even though we
mm,
did not have a location yet. I told everybody, I said, I think we have the location. I know the location we're supposed to be at, but I can't tell you anymore yet.
mm,
Uh, and one thing so you start promoting this the moment you know you're going to move, and you let your people know. That's one thing we did. We started when we finalized the lease here back in October of last year.
hmm
I started the first thing I did, I put an announcement in social media ads and just targeted 5-10 mile radius around this address
yeah.
to hit all these residentials. And I used people pictures. I didn't use pictures of product. I used people pictures. I used people of having fun. One thing I believe now, I heard it at a conference last year, and if you give someone a good time, they're going to remember that and they're going to come back.
Hmm.
And so what we want to see is everybody having a good time here, and how special it is here for these people. I don't know if it's special or not, but I know people tell me that it's special and that we do our best to make sure you leave a little happier than when you came. And so we wanted to show people having fun here. And that seemed to work. We had good following. We had a great grand opening weekend, and the numbers are looking good. Now, let me tell you the horrible part, because the joke around here now is I'm never moving again. I'm either going to sell the place or we're just staying here forever. I know we're staying here for 10 years because I have a 5-year and a 5-year option. Nothing is going to happen the way you think it's going to happen. Nothing is going to happen in the time period you've been told it's going to happen. your cash is going to run out unless you have empty pockets.
Hmm.
Everything's going to come in over budget. It doesn't matter what you do because so many things are out of your control. When you start dealing with cities and city codes, and this building here, one of the challenges we had, our landlord redid this building. Nothing has been in this building since 1989. This building
Wow.
was set, decayed and decrepit. And so he came in, and that's why the first time we even started negotiating with him, he wouldn't negotiate with us because he didn't know when the completion was going to be.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So you got to think that. And some people told me, and I disagreed with them. I said, no, no way this is going to take this long. It's going to do this, it's going to do that. No, listen to them. And you need to make sure in your budget you put extra in there. I mean, way extra. Because things come in over budget. We had to cut some things. And then when you're dealing with alcohol, the states have such a unique and weird alcohol. And remember, these city people we have to go through, they're mostly salaried or hourly employees.
Hmm.
They don't really care about your business. They're just there to get a paycheck.
Right.
And so they're doing their job just enough to get by. They don't know. They don't care if they're taking a day off and dropping the ball on your paperwork is going to keep you from moving to the next stage to get you closer to being open. We opened for 3 weeks without our ABC permits, and we starved.
Really?
And it was one of the reasons was our local city government, in my opinion, drug their feet on it. And so, so you have to do time with that. And most importantly, to anybody out there that's opening a new location, moving to a new location, it doesn't matter how profitable you are or whatever. It's your cash flow. Keep an eye on your cash flow and make sure your cash flow it's flowing. You got to flow. And do your cash budgets. Look at your cash budgets. Start cutting when you have to cut, even with hard decisions. If you have to cut employees to get this move done, you just got to do it. That's one thing we've learned over the last 2 to 3 years is no matter how you want to help somebody, you got to help this is your livelihood. You've got to keep your store, your business is your child. That child, you agreed to take care of it. And that child is feeding you. I mean, this business is feeding us, so you got to take care of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's great, Rusty. Thank you so much for all of that. We are getting basically up on time here, but I do have 4 quick rapid fire questions. Does it sound good to close things out?
Okay.
All right, ready for the races. Here we go. Number 1, what do you think is your fastest growing sales or marketing channel?
Threads and Instagram.
Threads and Instagram. Okay, I haven't heard that answer yet. Very cool. And just second question there. How are you using Threads?
Right now, I'm just using it similar to a Twitter or X, whatever it's called now, and just trying not to post the same things, or if I create one ad, but I just post it on different platforms at different times.
Okay, so from advertising. Okay. All right, question number 2. What is your favorite resource? It could be like a blog, a YouTube channel, book, anything like that to grow your skills or your business.
Blinkist is one of my favorite because it's a thing you can subscribe to and you can read books, but it's like Cliff Notes of business books. It's really cool.
Okay, great. Yeah, I've used it before. It's a cool program. Number 3, what piece of tech or technology can you not live without in your business?
All of it. Oh, my laptop, my notebook, and my phone.
All right. Big physical notebook person?
No, I mean my computer.
Oh, your
But
computer. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. All right. Number four, what piece of advice do you have for business owners ready to start growing their business?
stay true to your passion and to what you see your brand being. Don't listen to everybody because not everybody has your um, best interests at heart, and everybody knows how to do it better than you.
Yep, that's very true. All right. Thanks for that. Last question, number five. This is a very easy one. I told you there's four, but there is five. Where can all of our listeners find you?
At www.greenmonkeyraleigh.com. And we are on every social platform as Green Monkey Raleigh.
Green Monkey Raleigh.
Mhm.
All right, Rusty. Well, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate it.
Okay, Sean, thank you.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Power Up by Thrive. I hope you enjoyed our deep dive into strategies that you can use to grow your business. If you're ready to take these ideas into the real world, head over to thrivemetrics.com. That's THRIVEMETRICS.com to sign up for a 30-day free trial of our business management software.